stop gripping the golf club this way. It is killing your game. I'm PGA teaching professional Todd Kolb, Director of Instruction for US Golf TV, and there is nothing that makes golf more frustrating than when you do not grip the club correctly, because if you don't hold this tool, this instrument, okay, correctly, and you think you're going to move it in a good way, I hate to say it, but you're just naive. So let me show you how you could do it and how you should be doing it. So the most common mistake that I see golfers do is they grip the club what we call too much in their palm. All right, and I'm going to show you what it looks like, some telltale signs that you might be doing it, but more importantly, how we do it right. That's why you come to US Golf TV for simple, effective advice that you can do tomorrow on the golf course. So first of all, what does it look like? Well, I got my 7-iron right here, and if I just put the club on the ground and I grip it, a lot of golfers grip it way too much into their palm. So it looks something like this. So the club shaft runs up into the palm. Now, what's the problem with this? Well, the problem is that you can't leverage the club in your wrist, you can't get the club face squared up, you can't create any torque or any club head speed, and I'm not a doctor, okay, and I don't claim to be one, but what I have found is when people grip it like that, eventually they start getting soreness in their wrists and their forearms. So when you hold the club in your palm, which looks like this, the club rotates open, okay, put your hands in an uncompromising situation and doesn't really work. So what do we want it to look like? Well, I promise you I'd tell you what would be a telltale sign. Well, telltale sign that you're not holding the club correctly is to look at your golf glove. It's one of the first things I do as an instructor. When somebody walks onto my lesson tee, okay, I look at their glove, okay? And if I start seeing holes in the glove, maybe in the thumb right up here, you see a lot of that, okay? I see some down here in the pad, okay? If I start seeing a hole and I say, well, how long have you had that glove? And if they say it's less than 3 or 4 rounds, then they're not holding the club correctly, and they're probably holding it into their palm. And what happens is when you hold the club in your palm, the club starts moving and creating friction with the glove, and eventually you get a hole. So that's how you could tell if you're not doing it correctly. Now, you came to US Golf TV, and I love hearing from you. I love the comments, all right? And matter of fact, I'm curious, what type of grip are you using? Are you using an interlock, an overlap, or a 10-finger? And more importantly, why do you use that grip? Okay, I have my own thoughts on that, but I'd be curious hearing from you, so put those in the comments. All right, so here's what you should be doing. First of all, it's what I call the 45-degree angle grip, and this is all part of the vertical line swing system. We've got it in our book, The Bad Lie. It's all over in our system. So the first thing you're going to do is what we call the 45-degree angle. You're going to put the club up here at this angle. So 0, 90, 45. Now the reason you do this is when it's in the 45-degree angle, holding the club in my trail hand, that naturally positions the club to work more down here towards your fingers. When the club is elevated, you can see what you're doing, and it also positions it more down towards the fingers. Most golfers do this. They do the opposite. They put it down like this, and then they just place their hand down there like that. And the club's working up. See the shaft working up, so it works up towards the palm. But at the 45-degree angle, the club shaft is working down, and your fingers are down from your palm, right? So it's easier to place it in your fingers like that. So I like to place it so that the pad of my lead hand is on the top and the club exits through the middle knuckle of my index finger. Okay, so I go ahead and put that in there. Go and bring her back down. It already feels more powerful. It already feels more powerful. So I can go ahead and swing the club, and I can hinge it, I can leverage it, I can create some torque, I can improve my contact. So next time you head to the golf course, take a look at your glove. What does it look like? Use the tip that I just told you right here, and you can definitely improve your grip, which is going to improve your contact.